Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Live Large Universe with John Ferrian. And today, I've got some representatives here today from the Avalanche Alliance and also Tyler's Backcountry Awareness. So we've got an amazing partnership that we want to bring to all of you tonight. And here I'm going to go ahead and introduce both Matt and Brian here in just a second. And let's go. So Matt, let's say hi first. So how's it going, Matt? Good to see you tonight over in Iowa, right? Is where you're at tonight?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So tell us a little. Oops, sorry. We're talking over each other. Go ahead, Matt.
No, just saying thanks for having me on, and look forward to sharing about Avalanche Alliance.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so you and I together are actually both on kind of what we describe as kind of the committee or the board for Avalanche Alliance. I'll let everybody know. Matt is kind of our go-to marketing guy. So all of the Avalanche Alliance stuff that happens in the background with the scheduling of content, the working with a lot of the creators, getting the message out, whether it be through emails and all that. So Matt's a big guy behind the scenes with Avalanche Alliance. Been a great addition to the team in the last year or two. So thank you so much, Matt, for being part of this.
Sure.
Awesome. Brian Lundstedt, anybody who's watched my show in the past, you are a familiar face. We've had you on, I think, a couple of times in the past at least, and one of my favorite human beings on this planet. Let's just be honest. I'm a big fan. I told you that the other day, and I'm always excited to have you here. And I know it sounds like I'm gushing over you. It's because I am. Like, you've gotten to be such a cool friend. I've seen what you're doing in the industry. I'm so stoked to have you on and be part of tonight's announcement especially. But say hi quick, Brian, and tell us maybe just a quick hi. Where are you coming in from tonight?
Oh, Northern Colorado. Hi, everybody. It's awesome to be back on the show again. And yeah, I reminisce about our time in Montana quite a bit.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I actually got to watch one of the Boondock Nation videos where they highlighted some of the work you guys are doing, and I did notice the hat that you were wearing in that video, and I was super excited to see you representing Live Large while on the Boondock Nation channel. So that was a cool addition. So very cool, very cool. So Matt, why don't you start? Like, just in case somebody's been hiding under a rock, why don't you give us a little overview of what is the Avalanche Alliance, just overall? Like, what are we doing here with Avalanche Alliance, and what's our mission and our goal for that program?
Well, the Avalanche Alliance started a few years back, and the goal was to bring awareness to avalanche education, avalanche training, and to get the motorized industry to be aware of all things related to avalanche. We kind of want to be that central force of where everybody goes to when they want to get educated, when they want to find out where the trainers are. But a part of that also is helping avalanche centers put up different type of weather stations so that our riding areas can have reports so we can be informed before we go out in the backcountry. So the last few years we've been running some sweepstakes to help raise some money for that. And we've been issuing different grants and scholarships to avalanche centers and to recreational users and professional users from an avalanche education standpoint. And we've been making a lot of headway, doing a lot of great things. We are going to be sharing some of that, those grant receivers and what projects they've been doing over the next couple months throughout the winter, so you guys can see where this money is actually going to.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think we get that question a lot, especially for folks who aren't maybe super close to any of us who are part of this program. I know I was in a conversation earlier today with a gentleman named Caleb Merrill out of the Wallowa Avalanche Center, and he was asking me some questions as we were recording an Avalanche Hour podcast with him earlier today, and he said that he gets that question quite a bit of like, where's that money going to and what's it going on to? And high level, it's going to Erie through the Live Large University Scholarship Program that I started, 3-4 years ago, and then I partnered with Avalanche Alliance when John from Climb reached out to me, and we kind of set that up, and that's kind of where majority of the funding now has come for that scholarship program with Erie is through that. And you know, Brian, I know you and I had chatted a few times about, man, guys like you have been working for years to try to get this motorized avalanche, program moving forward. You've been doing, what you do for how many years now has it been? Has it been 10 years plus more? How many years has it been since you started your business?
This is season 10 or 11.
Okay. Yeah. And we'll get in a little bit later in the show. We'll go into more detail about exactly kind of how you started your business and kind of the motivation behind it and the name. We'll get back into that later in the show. But I just, a quick touch point was when I first met you and we started, we got to know each other a little bit through the show. If I remember right, it was you. Maybe it was somebody else, but I thought it was you that said, like, man, John, like, we've been trying to get programs like this with ARETA going on and with the Avalanche Alliance stuff too for years. All of us instructors have been working hard with it, and all of a sudden, this all is just kind of coming together. And it's quite a community and quite a network of everybody partnering and working together to be able to make programs like this happen. So,
yeah. Yeah, it's really awesome to see like the community come together, manufacturers and industry professionals come together to just kind of bring it all under one roof to be able to benefit not only recreationalists, but also avalanche instructors, and then also the forecasting centers that are benefiting through the weather stations.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to walk the audience here through what is the Avalanche Alliance Sweepstakes for this year, for 2023. I'm going to walk them through and talk them through what the prizes are and all that. And then, hey guys, everybody hang on, because we've got a really important announcement coming up very soon, right after that, what Brian is doing in partnership with Avalanche Alliance and kind of the missions and how they've aligned and what we're going to be able to offer all of you here. So hang tight, stay tuned. So let me pull up a couple of pictures here and tell everybody about some of these amazing prizes. So the first prize you guys are looking at here is our brand new Polaris Boost Turbo Chaos. It's got, I think I looked at the name and the thing has like 10 names, right? I mean, we all joke about how many names Polaris snowmobiles have, but it's because the more names you have, the more awesome the sled is. And so this one is about a $30,000 build with things from Ice Age, from SLP, from Zebros, from Seat Concepts, and there's probably more. I never feel like I can hit all of the different support partners that are part of this build. The team from Climb and Snow West, they all came together and helped document the build, do the build, and then help to get the pictures and stuff too. So this picture was taken by our friends at Snow West Magazine, and that is our grand prize for just entering the sweepstakes. You can get in to win this prize. The next prize, the first place prize after our grand prize, is our Marlon sled deck. So this is a $6,200 retail price sled deck that, it's just an amazing product. It's one that I've been using for quite a few years in a row now, and I can vouch for this firsthand, man. Like, what a crazy awesome product it is. And we really want to say a big thank you to our partners at Marlon Sled Decks. They're out of British Columbia, and they've made a donation to the sweepstakes to be able to allow you guys to win this amazing prize. The next prize, we've got our friends at Articat is here, and they've got an Articat ZR200 youth snowmobile. So this is a sled that's designed for kids from probably 5, 6, 7 years old, all the way up to maybe, in their early teens before they get on a full-size snowmobile. This machine works fantastic for that, and that is our second place prize that we have for everybody to check out. So that's a chance to win that. And our third place prize here then is our Climb pack, right? So we have an Avalanche pack as one of the main part of the prizes. We have a full monosuit. We have a Climb helmet, goggles, boots, an entire kit to get you set up from head to toe with Climb gear. Again, ballpark number, that's about a $3,500 value, package as well. And that's our third place prize. Our final prize that we have going on, well, let me just put it this way. Our final prize for the main sweepstakes is going to be our Ortavox Avalanche kit. And where's that at here? Let me go. Where is it hiding? I know I've got it here. Anyway, I'm going to skip over there it is. I see it. All right, so we've got an Ortavox kit with an Avalanche pack, an Avalanche rescue kit. It's got the transceiver, it's got the shovel, the probe, and the aerobag pack. Again, another several $1,000s worth of prizes here from Ortavox as well, and that's our final prize. And so I'm going to drop those pictures on and bring my friends, both Brian and Matt, back up here again. And let's talk a little bit about what's next. So we talked about the main contest, the main prize, but Matt, you and Brian here had a little bit of a conversation, and you guys schemed something up that I think everybody here tonight is going to be pretty darn excited about. Can you tee that up for me and then let you and Brian discuss kind of where we ended up?
For sure. When I reached out to Brian to see if he'd be interested in partnering with Avalanche Alliance, I mentioned that in the past we've had some Avalanche providers that have chosen to go above beyond just partnering in getting our message out, but also to donate some things to the sweepstakes, donate some things to our cause and trying to raise some money. And after I mentioned that, he honestly didn't even take any time to think about it. He just said, "Yep, I'll do whatever you want. I'll offer you whatever you want. I want to help you guys out." So Brian has chosen to do that again this year. I don't know if I can announce that already, but
Yeah, why don't
that's
you
kind
go
of
ahead and announce it, and then I'll tee it up to Brian next, and I'll get it to him next. But why don't you announce what you guys have agreed to, and then I'll tee it up to Brian here.
sure. Brian has chosen to donate 3 different classes. Those could be level 1, rec level 1, rec rescue, or rec level 2. Just depends on the recipients that's going to get it. That will dictate which of those is going to work best for them. But 3 different people are going to potentially not only have a chance of winning all of our other great prizes, but also possibly get this prize as well.
Yeah, and we're going to come back to in just a minute of how they get in on that. But what I want to talk to Brian about is like, man, Brian, what inspires you to throw down? I mean, let's say that's 3 level 1s or 3 level 2. Like I said, it depends on who the person is that wins it because we want to right fit them in the right class, right? That makes sense. But I mean, none of these classes are an inexpensive prize, right? So you as a business owner have made a donation of, my best guess is a minimum of $1,500, right? Probably closer to $2,000 depending on what the things are, but in that range. But that's a big deal. And why is it that you're so passionate about this kind of a program that we're doing, and what motivates a guy to just get behind something like this? I mean, you're a business owner, you love it in the industry, but like, let's hear from you and what's going through your mind when Matt calls you and you just jump on board immediately and don't even think twice about it.
Yeah, he makes it sound so formal. Like I think we talk a couple times a month for other reasons, and he called me up and basically said 2 words. I'm like, yeah, just whatever you want.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Tell me what I did.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome.
The motivation comes from like I really like that the industry is starting to see this cultural shift. In 2012, I lost my brother to an avalanche on Buff Pass in Colorado, and that was what motivated me to be an instructor.
Yeah.
That instructor path was intended to just serve some of my friends locally so that I could have lots of free time but still help them be better. But I quickly learned that was not to be. So now it's kind of spiraled completely out of control, and we're doing classes all over the country. There's constant talk about having to go to other countries. It's something that I take a lot of pride in. Tyler's Backcountry Awareness is named after my brother Tyler, and it's a way to honor him and think about him every time I head to the hill.
That's amazing. And so, I'm very familiar with your story. Actually, an episode that we recorded together, you've shared that story in length and great detail. If somebody wants to go back and look it up, I can help share the link maybe later on for everybody too. But this is amazing, guys. And so I'm going to share just some of the details about how people can enter now, right? And so I actually dropped it in the show notes of this show. So once you guys are done watching, you can kind of back out, go back in and find it. And in there is a description of what we're doing, right? And in there is a link. There's a website link in there. It's for a TapCat website. You can also find this website, if you're just listening verbally here, you can actually go to avalanche-alliance.org. So avalanche-alliance.org is the main website for Avalanche Alliance. You can go there, and there's an option there for win the sled sweepstakes. You can go there and just go to there. That's just going to bring you into the main website link. And if you're going to do that manually, you can just enter in the promo code in the promo code section of Tyler after Tyler's Backcountry Awareness. But the promo code is Tyler. Again, all these details are in the notes in the show, but I've actually provided everybody here a link that they can just click onto directly and go in there, and they can enter to win all of those amazing prizes I covered earlier. And if they use the promo code Tyler during the month of November, so we're recording this right at the beginning of November here, through the end of November of 2023, that promo code is active, and everybody who enters there will get bonus 30% more entries into the sweepstakes. So they're going to get even bonus entries into winning the sled deck, the kids sled, the riding gear, the avalanche gear, all those amazing prizes. And if you come in with that promo code, not only are you going to get 30% more tickets, but you're also going to be entered into a special drawing at the end of November. So roughly December 1st, we're going to go back in there, see who all used that promo code, and we're going to go in there and do a drawing specifically for these 3 Avalanche classes. And those 3 Avalanche classes will go to 3 separate individuals, the 3 different people. Our goal is to kind of get you guys in, get your training, and bring a friend, right? Like, go get in these classes with your riding group, and let's bring the whole family in, or your whole riding group into one of Brian's classes, and get this in. And so, man,
John,
go ahead.
Me touch on that.
Sure.
Anybody that wins through this, for them up to 3 more friends, I'll throw 20% off the friends who sign up for them.
Wow.
Just the winners just got to reach out to me via email, and I'll set up a discount code so that they can bring up to 3 or 4 friends with them. That's
amazing. There's even a bonus that we weren't expecting. So, Brian, I'm going to shut you up now before you start giving away the entire business. No, I'm just kidding. It's awesome. I appreciate what you do, man.
And the 15th place winner gets my truck.
Wow, I'm in. I'm going to sign up. Awesome. And so I think we've covered everything. All in, a quick summary is we're doing the Avalanche Alliance Sweepstakes. That goes through December 10th. We're going to give away and do the announcement on December 18th. But in the month of November, Brian, tip your head up so we can see your face now. Come on. We don't need to just see that airy hat. We want to see your beautiful face.
Notes about what I gave away on the phone.
That's a good idea. Yeah, you want to be held accountable for what you've offered up, right? But yeah, so during the month of November, using the promo code with Tyler as the promo code, you're entered in to win, 30% more entries just into the grand prizes and all those prizes, but also an entry to win in one of 3 different Avalanche classes. That could be a level 1, a level 2, whatever appropriately fits your skill level and where you're at, right? So anybody can go into a level 1, but a prerequisite for getting into a level 2 is you need a companion rescue and a level 1 class in order to be able to get into the level 2. So depending where you're at, we'll work with you on that. And then now, if you bring friends along too and you win this, 20% off for 3 more friends, I heard. Is that what I heard?
Let's say 4.
4. Oh, geez. Okay. Write it down so you don't forget. Awesome. So everybody, big announcement. Appreciate, Brian, everything you're doing. Matt, Brian, either one of you guys, any final words, anything that I've missed? I think we've covered it all. Anything, Matt?
I think we got it all.
Brian, anything else you want to throw in, like the kitchen sink?
I think it would be appropriate for you to speak from your personal experience what you think of a level 1 and a rescue and a level 2.
I'd be happy to do that. I actually have gone through some of my level 2 and one of my level 1s. I've been through level 1 a couple of different times. One of the times I went through one of your courses, and I also did my level 2 through you guys. And guys, it's amazing, right? And I think the passion that you're seeing in Brian tonight with what he's doing for the industry here with these prizes and everything too, that comes through in his training, right? And so that connection, that real life experience that he had in losing his brother motivates him, I would say, like almost nobody else, to really make sure that he's driving home the message of let's go out in the backcountry and have fun, but let's make sure everybody comes home at the end of the day, right? And there's a lot of passion, a lot of strong positive emotion that comes with going through one of Brian's classes. And I was super stoked when I heard that this was being announced and it was going to go out on the Avalanche website. I raised my hand. I says, can I share this on my show, my podcast here, the Live Large Universe? And nobody told me no, and so here we are telling the story here as well. So
thanks, John.
Yeah, no problem. All right, going once, going twice. Any final words? All right, everybody. What? Say it one more time, Brian. Or Matt.
Get out and get your tickets while you can.
Yeah, get in the links right now, buy your tickets, and I wrap up every little episode I do with live large, and God bless everybody. Have an amazing night. So, Brian, Matt, you guys hang on. I'll talk to you on the other side.